I try to do my best to not read word for word, as I'm a master training specialist and I'm supposed to, I'm telling you, with my emotions and my nerves, I hate to miss anything, so I'm going to do a lot of reading, but understand that I will put a lot of reflection and heart behind what I'm saying, because this is just unbelievable. So first off, I want to say thank you, Navy Recruit District Phoenix, for all the support and allowing me to honor and celebrate with my family during my retirement. To all the officers, sailors, my brothers and sisters in the mess, my friends and family, thank you for being here to share this special day with me. This is gonna be tough, man, I'm telling you. I stand before you today humbled and in awe that so many of you have considered my retirement ceremony worthy of your time. It's not lost upon me that many of you have literally traveled thousands of miles at your own expense to be here, and I couldn't be more thankful. I really know that God is looking down on me, saying that I did something right and something good. And I have been and continue to be blessed by your love and friendship and your camaraderie, and for that I'm forever grateful. 22 years, wow. Where did the time go? Holy mackerel. Retirement literally seemed like it was unattainable. I was a young lost kid from Colorado, hungry to get out of Colorado. I was landlocked, really hadn't seen ocean much, and all I was focused was joining the service and getting out and seeing the world. Looking back today, it really doesn't seem that long ago that I was getting off that bus, that plane, heading to absolutely sweltering hot humidity of Chicago, slapping me right in the face, and I'm asking myself, what did I just get myself into? So it's pretty amazing. So before I get into meat and potatoes of my speech, I have some individual thank yous to give. Then I'll honor some very special people in my life, give a brief reflection of some of the memories and final occurrences, and finally, in accordance with watchstanding tradition, I'll give my pass down, which is bid my farewell thoughts to the mess, give guidance to the sailors, and finally report to the XO to be relieved of watch and request permission to go ashore for the very last time. Mom, if God has always been the cornerstone in my life, then Mom, I guarantee you're the keystone. Mom, thank you for holding my hand and encouraging me as I learned to walk, all in knowing that when I learned to walk was the very beginning of me leaving and growing into the man that I am today. Thank you for taking care of me when I was sick. Thank you for doing everything in your power to ensure that I chase my dreams. Thank you for being my biggest fan and the kindest critic, even though there was an occasional soup can thrown across the room at me. I know I made a lot of knucklehead mistakes, but you were always there for me, and you have been always a great example of love, loyalty, and a great person, a great parent, a great friend, and a great role model. Mom, I love you. Thank you. My father. I don't even know how to begin to honor you, Dad. My father is a typical of his generation, hardworking, dedicated to his family, not outwardly emotional. If he was, he never showed it. But at least to us kids, he was always, whenever he was scared or in pain, we never knew. I honor my dad because he taught me how to fish, taught me how to throw and catch a football, taught me how to wash a car, shovel snow, paint a wall, mow lawn. He taught me personal responsibility, and he held me accountable. Most of all, he is the reason why I am the man today. It's one of the toughest things in the Navy is, I think, signing that line.
What do you think?
Hey.
I think we did a hell of a good job.
Gotta keep going. So, but joining the Navy you're good, Senator. Over 20 years, I think we all know what we're getting ourselves into, but I don't think we actually realize it until we're stationed away from our families. And all we want is, all our parents always think about is, did we raise our kids right? But I've done several years away from my family, 22 of them actually, and no one would ever expect to see death and disease, and you're kind of immune to that kind of stuff when you're away, and then reality slaps you in your face. And like I mentioned to a lot of you guys before, I'm retiring, I'm settling down, but I never would have expected my father to have a disgusting disease such as Alzheimer's. And I'm so thankful that we have him here today, and as God willing, we have a long life ahead of us. I'm so thankful that you're here with me to celebrate this, Dad. I love you. When I sat down to reflect on the 22 years of my Navy experience, I could not help but smile with satisfaction. Throughout my career, I have been blessed by the duty stations and the people that I've worked with. I have never thought that what I have done is being something lofty, serving the United States or her people. It was just something different. A job that allowed me to go places, do things, and meet tons of people, all sorts of people. That alone was probably the most significant and satisfying role, was the people that we met. The only time that I felt conscious of the significance of being in the Navy was when I was interacting with people from other countries, especially knowing my words and actions would directly influence people's opinions of the United States. Again, that is probably one of the most significant contributions and responsibility as a member of the United States, is doing our job and being respectful as a people. So it's my time to give my pass down, and to my brothers and sisters in the mess. Carry on the legacy that is uniquely yours. Be the expert of your respective field and never stop learning. Then turn right around and teach what you have learned. No one likes to be the man with the secret. Train your sailor not only how to be a sailor, but how to be a man, a woman, a mother, a father, a friend. In other words, shape your character the way our chiefs shaped us and how we would like to shape ours. Hold them answerable, make them responsible. Help each other, but also hold each other accountable, and wear those anchors with pride, but with humility. Every enlisted sailor at one point or another wants to be the chief, and I am certain there are just as many officers that wish they could be the chief. So thank you guys very much, and God bless. To the sailors, be proud to serve in this United States Navy. Know that what you do is important, no matter how mundane or boring it may seem. At the time, learn your job, listen to your chiefs, and learn from everyone. Develop your character and your leadership style. Be yourself, but don't be afraid to look at yourself in a mirror and ask yourself, am I being the best person, the best leader, the best father, the best mother, best husband, best wife, a best friend I can be? Don't shy away from criticism and help given and help develop and take care of the challenge that you face. So this is my final thoughts, you guys. This was a true blessing, an absolute blessing for you guys to come here and be a part of this ceremony. Thank you again, NRD Phoenix. Thank you again, Chief Salvador. I truly am humbled and appreciate your guys' help on all this. I am ready to be relieved of the watch and pipe to go ashore for my very last time.